this video, you are going to learn the essential computer skill of working efficiently, at least one of the ways in which computers can help you work efficiently. What is that way that you're going to learn that will allow you to work more efficiently with computers? Well, it's basically a copy and paste with a few little special tricks and tips thrown in. But let's say I needed to take driver's ed. The way driver's ed works when you get a ticket is you need to go, take driver's ed and then submit that. And I knew someone who got a ticket and they had to take driver's ed. And the way the course worked was that you had to read page after page after page after page of material. You had to read all that and study it. And then at the end, you would take a test where, you needed to answer the questions. And if you pass the test, you pass driver's ed. Well, who wants to read all that stuff, right? So instead, what this person that I knew did was they started Microsoft Word and they opened a blank document, and then they went over to driver's ed and there was the first page of stuff they had to read. So they highlighted it and then they could right-click it and choose copy. They're in the neighbor's yard guys. Right-click it and choose copy, or you can press Control-C on your keyboard. And then you come back to Microsoft Word, and if I was just to, let me pin my taskbar in place. Let me pin this in place. Where does it go? There's the pen. If I was just to paste this, right in there, then I'm going to be pasting all of the HTML too, right? So it's got all that formatting. Instead, I can come up here and I can choose paste right there, or paste special, and paste only as unformatted text. And now it's just pasting the text. So basically the idea here is using Alt-Tab to go between Microsoft Word and the browser, right? You open a page of text, you highlight that text, you copy it, you Alt-Tab back over here, you paste it as just text, paste special, come back here with Alt-Tab, highlight the next text, copy it, come back here. We got some motor races going on next door. Paste special, get that next text in there. Come back here, copy it, come back here. And I could press Control-V on my keyboard and then just choose right there, keep text only. That's another way to do it. Control-V on my keyboard and then press keep text only. And so by doing that, this person who took driver's ed in this way that I know was able to copy all of the stuff they were supposed to be reading and studying into one Word document. So when they finally got to the exam, right, and if there was an exam question, right, and maybe the exam question was how many questions, right, or what percentage score do you need to pass? Well, you could just come back to Microsoft Word and press Control-F on your keyboard, which launches this find area. Control-F on your keyboard launches this find area, and I could just enter the percentage sign. And then it's going to show me everywhere in the document where that percent sign is, and I can read, or the person who did this is how they did it, they would just read, oh, I need 80% to pass. And so they go back to the exam and answer 80% is the score you need. Alt-Tab back to the exam, answer it, Alt-Tab back here to look up the next question. And that's kind of like how this one person I knew took the driver's ed test. So, working more efficiently, not having to read everything, using a quick way to look up the information when you need it. You could even apply that right now to our class. You'll notice under quizzes, if you've read the syllabus, first of all, let's take a look at the syllabus. If you read the syllabus, right, the syllabus, which is your, what tells you what you can expect in the class, says you can take the quizzes as many times as you'd like, and your highest score will be kept when making more than one attempt. Your highest score will be kept when making more than one attempt. Okay, so I can take them as many times as I like, and it's going to keep my highest score. Well, let me go in and just look at one of these quizzes, right? Let's begin it. And great, I'm just going to submit it. Okay, let me see if it shows me the answers. And okay, and okay, cool. It shows me the questions. It shows me the answer I selected, which is none given, and it shows me the correct answer. Well, I'm just going to come down here to the bottom, highlight all this stuff, right, and then copy that, and then come back over to Microsoft Word and, paste it in here, Control-V. And right now it's grinding because it's having to paste all the images. So in the future, I think I would just paste special instead of Control-V and then choosing text, right? But ultimately, I just want text. So now if I go back and I take this quiz, right, and I get this question, I could just highlight, okay, I need to find that question, Control C, Alt Tab, Control F, Control V to paste in that stuff I just highlighted. And there's that question that I was looking for, and the correct answer is function. Alt Tab, and then I would choose function, right? So that's another way you could take the quiz. Well, what you're going to find is that these quizzes are being pulled from a database, a data bank, a test bank with a lot of questions. So if you take chapter 6 again, you're going to get different questions. However, if you do this enough, copy that over, paste the answers, and then you'll eventually gather all of the questions and you'll be able to find the answers. So that's one of the ways you could, in the old way, when we would, look up answers, we would read the question, and then we'd go to the book and we'd look up the answer, right? That was the old way of doing it, old technology books. The new way is we, read the question, then we can come over here and look up the answer. Instead of using a book, we're using it this way, right? And then we come back and we choose the correct answer. Now you want to make sure when you're doing this, just read the question, see what the correct answer is, because, why waste your time? Let some learning occur also, So that's one way you could take the quizzes and the final more quickly and efficiently, and looking up your answers digitally instead of using this old technology, the book, and looking them up in the book. You can look them up that way. Another way, of course, that you could do it is you could look them up online. So you could highlight all that, right, that question, or, you could type in type of databases, right, type of database, and you could go to Google and, just paste type of database and see what category types of databases, and you could read about things there, right? So that's another way you could look up questions. You could even highlight the entire question and just, if you're using Google Chrome, you could right-click the question. And Google Chrome is the best internet browser that's out there, and that's not just, it is my opinion, but it's also based in fact, because nobody makes a browser better than Google. Google's the bomb. Google's the best right now. So Google Chrome is the browser you should be using, and when you're using it, you could right-click anything you've highlighted, just choose search Google for that, and you can see if that question's out there already on the web, and if so, what the answer is. All right, so you got a little bit of a moral responsibility here, in the sense that you do not, let me reemphasize that, do not want to take all these answers and put them on the web somewhere, because that could get you, I don't know what it could get you, but that's not something you want to do. Because then anybody could look up the answers that way. And in our class, we could do it. Other classes, they don't want that. So let other classes run the way they run. And in our class, if you want to do it this way when you're taking the quizzes, that's totally okay with me. It's looking things up the new way. It's working efficiently. Or you could just use the web to look them up. So however you want to do it works for me. But make sure you're reading the question and looking at the answer. So you're starting to learn that the most common type of databases used on PCs today are relational databases. And you're going to be learning what relational databases are as we get further along in this course. So you might even want to wait, a couple of weeks till you got some information. Last thing I'll say is, generally speaking, maybe you're watching this and you're not in my Blackboard class, you're just watching it on YouTube or Udemy or something like that. But, generally speaking, when you take these quizzes, I don't remember what I was going to say about that. Generally speaking, when you take these quizzes, yeah, that's the end. So whatever I was going to say, it's gone. All right, so that's working more efficiently using a computer, using copy and paste, and there's all kinds of applications where that comes in handy, so it's good to know about. It's an essential computer skill.